Welcome to the NAN Network, a show sponsored by the News Agency of Nigeria. Recent news report a story about a young boy who had tragically died due to a deadly injury he got after falling off a tree. His story is a sad and tragic one, and we give our prayers to the family. Today, we are given the great privilege to interview the victim's family. Our first guest is an important figure in the Nabusi family. Please give a warm welcome to the father of our victim. Hi, I am Adaku Ababra. Thank you for taking your time out of your days for this interview, and especially during this tragedy. Sir, where were you at the time of Nonzo's death?
Thank you for having me, Adaku. As you have said, I am Nanto's father, and these recent events have been hard for my family and I, and although I haven't been speaking with them a lot, I wish I was there for my son and my family in these hard times.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Do you know what caused your son's death?
My son was perfect, and I don't know how he died. I only know that he was loved by everyone around him, and we will continue to cherish him after these hard times.
I see. Thank you for your honesty. Sir, why were you so distant from your family? And do you believe that it has any relationship to Nonso's death?
Are you saying that I'm partially responsible for my son's death?
No, that's not what I meant.
I will no longer be answering any of your questions anymore. Thank you for having me.
I guess that will be all. Our next guest was the person who was crying for Nonzo during his tragic passing and is one of the family members at the scene where Nonzo died. Please welcome the victim's grandmother. What were you doing when Nonzo was climbing the tree?
Greetings. Like you have presented me, I am Nonzo's grandmama. As for the question, I was nowhere near the tree when Nonzo climbed it. Instead, I was cleaning the inside of my house. I had come upon Nonzo's body only after he was dead.
Interesting. Did you notice anything strange?
Of course not. I only saw his body as well as his terrified sister and cousin.
I see. How about your reaction to Nonzo's death?
I was extremely upset about his death. I cannot believe this happened to my poor Nonzo. Now we'll have no one to carry on our family name. What will our family do? I wish he had been more careful.
Thank you for your insight. That will be all. Our last interviewee will be an important person to Nonzo. Please welcome Nonzo's mother. Please let us know how you've been coping with this incident.
Well, as a mother who has just lost their own child, I find that there is no way of coping after something so terrible. I still cannot believe that my son is gone.
I'm so sorry, and I can really understand what you must be feeling right now. But as Nonzo's mother, you must have so many wonderful memories with him. Can you tell us about one of the most unforgettable memories with him?
One of my most unforgettable memories of Nonso is all of his books with his handwriting, since as a child, Nonso has always had a talent for writing and writing neatly.
What a talented boy he must have been. Back to my original question, is there any reason you sent Nonso to his grandmother's house?
I sent Nonso to his grandma's house as he wanted to pay a visit to his grandma and his other cousin, but I truly regret doing so. Nonso had always loved his grandma, although I've never really been able to get along with her.
Oh mine, I'm sorry. That will be all. And with that, we have concluded this interview. Once again, this tragedy is absolutely terrible, and we send our support toward the victim's family. Stay tuned for next week. Goodbye.